over the course of a year, 2 years, I did invite him to church. Yeah. I usually don't invite people to church, but sometimes I do, just whatever the Lord leads me to do. And pretty soon, there he is right on the front row. They're here every week and a part of the family of God and in small group, learning God's word and God's flourishing.
Timing. God's timing.
It just takes a conversation where you're already going anyway.
Welcome to the Ignite with Barry McGuire podcast, where Barry's book and passion for spreading God's love are guaranteed to ignite your life. Now listen in and prepare to have your life ignited.
Renee, I love being with you. Every time we get together, it's like
we can talk about our favorite subject.
Yeah, exactly. And it just goes on and on. Sometimes we're together for quite long periods of time, and we're still sharing these stories back and forth. I often say the most fun conversations, you put any two faith sharers together, and it's not one-upping each other, but that reminds you, I was in a store like that once, and you just have all these stories, and then the joy that comes. Think of how much fun it is.
It's fun.
And do you have any fear right now? A lot of bad things going on. You have any fear?
No. No. My only fear is that I don't share with someone that I should. That's a fear.
Yeah.
But that's a godly fear.
Yeah, that's
right. Because I want to be.
We should always have that.
Yes.
We should always have it. Be sensitive to that.
Yeah. But I was getting my oil changed, and I go to the same place to get my oil changed. I'm avid believer in getting your oil changed, right? Because your car will last longer.
Yeah.
So I go to this place, and
you got to keep it waxed too.
You got to keep it waxed. Yes. But I go to the same place, and there's a guy there behind the counter that I see every time. He's the manager, and I was actually the first customer at this particular store. And when they opened, I was their first customer. So, you get to know people by name, and sure. I love people. So I asked him, do you go to church anywhere? And he said, no, my mom does. And he starts, getting this oh gosh.
The normal body posture.
Yeah. But by this time, we've already have a little friendship. Yes.
Yeah, you'd have to do that first.
Yeah, he knows me, and, he doesn't even have to ask my name when I come in, right? And so I begin to pray for him. And week after week, I've prayed for him and his family. And sometimes he'll share needs. Well, over the course of a year, 2 years, I did invite him to church. Yeah. Some people, I usually don't invite people to church, but sometimes I do, just whatever the Lord leads me to do.
Sure.
Yeah. And pretty soon, there he is right on the front row. And his girlfriend, and, that's been a few years. They're here every week and a part of the family of God, and in small group, learning God's word and God's flourishing.
Timing.
And
God's timing.
And I just, it just takes a conversation where you're already going anyway. Why don't you just go ahead?
It takes so little time.
Yeah.
It takes so little time. We are soulmates. We are both enjoying, we have different lives, but we have the same life. We have this great privilege, right, of representing him every moment of every day. And to hang out with you for a few minutes is always special.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed today's episode, let us know. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review to help us reach more listeners. Remember, sharing your faith ignites your faith. See you next time on the Ignite with Barry McGuire podcast.